Hello, this is Victor at RestoreMercedes.com. This video is for Oscar. I don't remember which part it is, but maybe like 12th or something. So, okay, Oscar, so this is the deal. Just wanted to show you what happened. In previous part, you saw that I disassembled all this HVAC stuff to get to the blower motor, and it turned out that it was spinning, but it was like a little hard, right? Like you can see that it wasn't spinning for a long time, so it was seized up a little bit, so I lubricated it. And the second thing was voltage regulator was blown, so this is the voltage regulator. These are very expensive, so I found a nice used but updated version, which is actually a good deal. And I installed that one because it sits in this aluminum radiator, and these are some old bolts, whatnot. So just laid it on this, just to show you. So this was blown, the transistor in there is just gone. So that was installed. So now, and I also found depot blower motor, right? So this is the best you get after market, pretty much. Next one is factory, at least to me. I mean, this is for the money. But the problem was, I mean, at least it's made in Taiwan, it's not Chinese. The problem is it came and the freaking thing is broken. So as you can see, this little fan is just completely broken off. I was so bummed. Spins nice and all, but obviously we're not putting this thing in there. So what I decided to do is I decided to give the old one a try, and again I soaked it with lubricant, and now it doesn't seem to be seized. It spins actually pretty decently well. So what I'll do is I'll run it for a couple of days and see what's going on with it. Make sure that it's not making any abnormal noises or anything, because to put all of this stuff back on and then find that the blower needs replacing is kind of a bummer. So that's why I wanted to replace it in the first place. So it's like everything here goes back, like all of this stuff, the wipers and whatnot. But it did not work out. So I just put the original back in, and it does work. So let me demonstrate, I guess. So the door, the glass, first of all, the glass is good now. As you can see, it's in there, it's not banging around. The seals are a little worn out, like this, they're like hard and they're not really sealing too well. You can see there's a gap, you see, like that. But of course, I mean, it's set in Texas for all these years, so it will happen. See, like right here it's better, and here there's another gap. But that's the seal, this little rubber piece. If you want, you can replace it if you'd like. But right now the door, again, like, it opens very nice, which is very smooth. And if you just like let it, just closes nicely. I did the lock assembly and whatnot. The door panel is back in place. The window is working well. Let me just do this. So that's the window operation. The track was very dry, so I had to clean it all up. Like this window, as you know it, is extremely slow, so I might want to, as you can see, barely moving, so I don't even want to stress it. So check engine light is probably burnt out or removed. I'm gonna check on that. All right, so the blower motor. So we put on the, let's see, automatic, right? This is low speed. Okay, thank God, at least that started to spin. There's some wiring issue over here, and this is terrible. I have to fix it. Okay, so that's next thing. I mean, so this is our low speed. As you can see, it's spinning. This is great. And we're going to high speed, and automatic also works. So I don't know if we need to go and see it, but let me show you, because you can hear it. So it's spinning, AC compressor, As you can see, AC compressor is working, AC is working. You have no bubbles here in the side glass. That's good. Had to replace the sensor and recharge the system. So that's all good news. Recycle and fresh air flap works. It activates. Let me show you that, because once it's all closed up, you won't see it. All right, so we go recycle. As you can see, it closed up. So we have the air from inside the cabin circulating. So once it opens, then it takes the air from outside and just blows it into the cabin. So that works. That's a good thing. So you have the most efficient air conditioner because of that. Shut it down. And off it goes. So I think right now we're good in that department. So the door, the window is good. The lights work now. I got the lights working. That's a while back. But I do have this bug that I don't like when the engine is cold only. So it's like something with timing or whatnot. Not the chain, but electrical. See how it was like bogging down, which isn't right. That's when I floor it. Let me shut down the AC. So that's when it's warming up. It just doesn't want to go. Once it's warm, it's perfectly fine. Compression is perfect on the engine, so I have no issues with it. But you can see how it's like not firing up. I don't know. I'm gonna look into it later. So I know there's nothing wrong with the engine. Timing is correct, so all of that stuff is out of question. Now the valve. This is the valve that came from Germany. See, made in Austria. Waiting for this thing for a long time, for the small little thing like that. Now what it is basically your oil filter housing valve, and what it does is it just sits in there in the housing, and it has a little valve here, as you can see, spring loaded. It just closes up the oil bleed, so when there is oil pressure opens it like that, and it pumps oil pumps oil up into the system in the engine. So when the engine is off, spring pushes the valve against the seat. It's supposed to be no bleeding, so you know the oil sits in the oil filter housing. So in this case, I don't know what's wrong with yours, but yours is an old first version. This is an updated version of the valve with longer stem. So as you can see, this is longer than yours. Supposedly that's what it's supposed to be. So obviously this is what I want to replace to eliminate that chattering on a startup. So this thing took a long time to get, but finally it is here. So that's what I'm going to do next. Then we have the gasket here. That is the gasket on the oil filter housing. So that is also going to be replaced, of course. So that's where we are as of right now. So this car is finished pretty much. I'm just testing it out, and next your car goes back on the lift, and I'm gonna start working on the oil filter housing down under there. So see, from underneath I will have to get to it somehow. I'll get it out, but so yeah, so this is where we are. I have to deal with this bogging kind of situation. I don't know, we'll see what happens with that. A new temperature sensor was installed because the old one was spinning, so I replaced that one. So it might be something with temperature or whatever the case is. I have to find it, because once it's hot it runs just fine. There's no issues, only when it's cold. maybe oil pressure situation, something with oil pressure, because I replaced the oil pressure regulator. Maybe it's not working right. I don't know. I gotta double check. That's a new one. So fuel pressure regulator, original OEM part. So vacuum tested out fine. I mean, I don't see any vacuum leaks. I connected my smoke machine and I didn't reveal any kind of vacuum leaks. So that's a good thing. So, all right, we'll figure that out. Maybe mass airflow sensor, who knows? I'll take a look at it later. But right now, just want to get all of these things done and ball joints on the bottom. And obviously, I have to finish a couple of things here and there, like, you know, power steering. All right, so this is another long video of about pretty much not many things. Oh yeah, I put a little bit of glue like on the pad because it was falling off. It's nice to replace it, but right now at least it's hanging in here. I was doing the math on this car and I figured I'll just spray a couple of areas that were completely falling off. Right now it's there for the time being, so all the stuff is not falling on the engine. So because all of this loose powdery kind of stuff is all over the place. I mean, I clean up a little bit over here because that's from the Texas dirt and whatnot. Probably the car was used on the dirt roads and whatnot, because you can see blocked off completely the drain pipes. So that has to be sorted. You cannot leave it like that. And whatever, some little knickknacks here and there and whatnot that I have to deal with. Alright, so this is all for now. This is Victor at RestoreMercedes.com. Thank you for watching.